Hello, this will be in a video podcast format? Yes, it's a bit different from the style I usually use. In these videos, I'll be a bit more free and spontaneous. If you enjoy it, don't forget to leave your feedback. We often hear about war in stark terms: good versus evil, freedom versus oppression, a necessary fight for justice. The news cycles simplify it, the history books sanitize it, and the narratives often obscure its true nature. But what if the truth behind war is far more complex, deeply rooted in something other than the headlines suggest? This isn't about taking sides or endorsing any conflict. It's about dissecting the underlying mechanisms and often hidden motivations that propel humanity into its most devastating act. War isn't just an event, it's a consequence. At its core, much of human conflict throughout history has been driven by tangible interests. Forget the flags and the anthems for a moment. Look closer and you'll often find resources. Access to vital trade routes, control over fertile lands, deposits of oil, minerals, or water. These are the silent, powerful catalysts. Nations don't just fight for ideals. They fight for economic advantage, for access to what sustains and enriches them. Empires rise and fall not just on military might, but on their ability to secure and exploit resources. The demand for strategic materials, the pursuit of new markets, or the need to break economic blockades frequently precede and fundamentally shape military interventions. When the declared reasons for war are peeled away, the pursuit of wealth and resources often lies naked beneath, a raw, undeniable truth. While ideologies and political doctrines are powerful tools for mobilization, they are often veneers for the fundamental pursuit of power and control. Leaders and factions seek to expand their influence, secure their positions, or dismantle rival systems that threaten their dominance. This isn't always about grand geopolitical strategy. It can be about internal power struggles, the suppression of dissent, or the consolidation of authority. War can be a tool to distract a populace from domestic issues, to solidify a leader's image, or to exert influence over neighboring states. The clash of isms, capitalism versus communism, democracy versus authoritarianism, often masks a deeper, more primitive struggle for who gets to define reality, who gets to set the rules, and who holds the reins of societal control. The narratives may differ, but the objective remains consistent: to establish or maintain a specific order where certain interests prevail. Beneath the grand strategies, the economic calculus, and the ideological clashes lies the most brutal truth of war: its devastating impact on individual human lives. For the ordinary person, war is not about policy or resources. It's about survival, loss, and profound suffering. Homes are destroyed, families are torn apart, and lives are irrevocably altered. The direct casualties of combat are only one part of the equation. There are the millions displaced, forced to abandon everything they know. There are the psychological wounds that linger for generations. The trauma, the despair, the erosion of trust. Infrastructure is decimated, economies collapse, and social fabrics fray, leading to long-term instability that often fuels future conflicts. This is the unromanticized, agonizing reality of war, experienced not by nations or abstract concepts, but by mothers, fathers, children, and communities. Their truth is rarely a footnote, it's the entire story. The truth behind war is rarely simple. It's a complex tapestry woven from economic necessity, political ambition, the quest for resources, and the relentless drive for power. While declared intentions might focus on liberation or defense, the underlying currents often reveal a more cynical, self-serving logic. Understanding this isn't about cynicism, it's about clarity. It's about recognizing that while the banners and slogans may change, the fundamental forces driving conflict remain remarkably consistent throughout human history. To truly comprehend war is to look beyond the immediate narrative and confront its deeper, often uncomfortable origins.